Hello, my name is Nur Fadlina Syuhada binti Muhammad Isri and my metric number is C19A0426. For this video, I will be a host.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Salimah binti Abu Seman. My metric number is C19A075 and today in this talk show, I'm going to talk as a teacher.
Hi, my name is Nur Amira Syaira binti Ame. My number metric card is C19A0470. I will be the student.
Hello, my name is Siti Farhani binti Muhammad Nur and my metric number is C19B0747. I as a public worker.
Hello, my name is Nur Amni binti Sukri. My metric number is C19B0472. For this video, I will be as a husband.
Hello everyone and good morning to all of you, and thank you so much for investing your time with us for today. My name is Nur Fadlina Syuhada binti Muhammad Isri and I am the moderator for today, and it is pleasure to welcome our panels for today. My responsibility is to ensure these discussions run smoothly. I am grateful that we are able to spend time together to exchange our opinions about these discussions. Today, we have an amazing panel on the pandemic COVID-19 where we'll be talking about the COVID-19 effect to the society. To be understand these events, we will talk with Miss Salimah, who is a teacher, as well as Miss Amira, who is a student. Finally, for a perspective from a public worker, we have Miss Farah. We will also have Mr. Ame on our show to talk from a husband perspective. Basically, COVID-19 has brought a lot of effect to the people all over the world. COVID-19 is a worldwide pandemic that have much changed our lifestyles and culture that we have used to be. That's why we call out our panels to give their own thoughts about this matter. Before that, if all of you have any questions during the talk, please wait until the panel starts, so we can give time to them to finish their own words. Okay, so now, without wasting our time, let's move on to our first panel. We are going to start with what is COVID-19 that affect our student. Miss Salimah, what is your opinion about this matter?
Thank you for such a good questions, Miss Fadina. First of all, I would like to say thank you for inviting me today. COVID-19 is a new virus that easily spread around the world among humans. This virus spreads through small droplets when people exhale or cough. In March 2020, pandemic COVID-19 hit all over the world. All of us are affected by this pandemic. One of it is in educational sector. Although online classes will provide an opportunity in self-study, but I think these solutions are not relevant to some of my students that live in rural area. Based on my observations, our student achievement in this year will be down. Our student achievement will be down because they cannot pay attention through the online classes. When students have to study in the house, their environments are not suitable for them. They need to balance their duty in the house and the homework that have been given by the teacher. A few students already expressed their feeling to me, saying that they are very stressed when they are becoming with online classes because their environmental in-house are not suitable. This will make them cannot concentrate on the classes. Sometimes I feel sorry with some of my students that live in rural area. They are facing with poor internet connections. They need to walk to the city to just to get a better connections. What can I say in here is the students need their own effort when they are becoming with the poor internet connections. As a teacher, I already find a solutions to my beloved students, but these problems are involved with the connections. I hope the people who see our discussions today have their own solutions to help our students in Malaysia, because they are facing with really bad connections. I think that's all my opinion from me today. Thank you again to Miss Padlina for inviting me in this talk show.
Thank you, Ms. Salima, for giving your valuable insights on this matter. In my opinions, our minister should take an action to solve this matter, because this involves our students' future. As an adult, we should encourage them to study hard and give them a spirit to become a successful one. So next, let's move to our second panels. Miss Amira, what are the challenges that studying through the online classes? I heard that many students facing with depression and stress right now.
Good question, Miss Fadlina. I am being pleasure to be here right now. Okay, first of all, I want to say that I am having unsatisfactory network. This is because many persons are starting using the connection for their lesson. It might be causes problem through the connection at surrounding us. We also have a problem because some of us are stay at our bank. By having that, we are need to struggle find a new places which have a better network. As we watch at the television show, there are a girl who are stay at outback are need to climb up the tree for having her ODL. It might be some joke, but it can be a pressure to him. Moreover, some of studies be might to having unconducive environment. As we know, studies need a full of focus. By having that, we are cannot for giving a full of attention to our studies. Many way will be disturb us, such as a sound of relative are talking and the sound of bird who was making a noisy. We also do not have a right place to use a harmful equipment such as saw and hammer. This situation will be risk to make all people, especially students, for having a stress and down. Last but not least, we also have a lack of understanding. Most of students are having the same problem. This is because the pandemic make us feel very difficult to having a communication with our lecturer. We also do not understand what was given by our lecturer, so that it will be a problem to our discussion. It's become more worse when the connection be unstable. It totally makes students become more worse for thinking their assignment or their semester mark. Thank you.
Oh, I feel sorry to hear that. I believe that this year might be unforgettable memories to all of students out there. All of you need to face that most challenging year ever. I hope that students out there strong enough to overcome all of these obstacles. Thank you, Miss Amira, for your talk. Okay, next. So, Miss Farah, can you tell us what is COVID-19 effect to the public worker like you? I am pretty sure that this pandemic already changed your routine. How was COVID-19 has changed your life?
First of all, I would to say thank you for inviting me today. Yes, of course, I will give a good explanation for that question. We were all directed to work from home. Okay, for me, the concept of working from home seems simple, but the reality is that various challenges have to be faced to carry out responsibilities entrusted to us, especially with limited facilities. In the situation of the country facing the coronavirus pandemic, COVID-19 not only requires mental strength but also requires high discipline to perform daily tasks, especially for women uh, who have children. There are a few who admit that working from home adds to the burden and sometimes puts more stress when one job is interrupted due to various interruptions, especially internet access and environmental disruption, including having to manage children while working at home. Recently, the story of a man who was said to have lied to his wife that he went out to work when in reality he has been fired for 3 months during the implementation of the Movement Control Order (MCO). He was fired without notice due to the COVID-19 pandemic and is now doing normal work to cover daily expenses. He said, as the head of the family, it is very difficult for him to be honest with his wife, apart from being overwhelmed by guilt and unhappiness. Given that the country is now facing the third wave of COVID-19 transmission with a high daily record of the new case in recent times, it does not seem too outrageous to make the assumption that so many return to stress, emotional distress, and depressions. In addition, there are also benefits during this COVID-19 pandemic where you can spend more time with your family. When we feel pressure while doing a job, we will feel calm because children and husband are always there before our eyes. That's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Farah, for giving such an information facts for us. Alright guys, make it as a note to all of us. I am pretty sure that all of people are affected by the pandemic. They are facing stress right now because need to work from home. Moreover, half of workers are lost their source of livelihood this year. Okay, last but not least, this pandemic also hit families' financial too. In these perspectives, a husband or father might be the person who is bare to this problem. Okay, so now Mr. Amin, what is the difference that you need to face through this pandemic of COVID-19?
To give an opinion that effect that I have to face throughout the COVID-19. Such a good question, Miss Fadlina. As we all know, Mobile Control Order (MCO) will definitely have a big impact on household in planning and managing finances well. In that case, husband as head of family must play a vital role in determining prudent and systematic expenses throughout the MCO period. However, we can scroll that many people will experience mental and emotional instability, especially the head of the household. Financial distress causes mental and emotional to seek financial resources to meet the needs and burden of debt. As a result, the soul feels restless and life is under great stress. All of these can affect health, mental and emotional stability. Furthermore, I also need to be emphasis before an expenses is implemented, including taking the following steps. Firstly, determine the purchase and expenditure goals to avoid leakage of financial allocation resources. Purchase goal can be of long or short-term use. Next, list the goods and needs to be purchased according to their priorities and interests and uses. In addition, make a screening of good list by examining the capabilities and adequacies to give way to the more important and necessary. Besides, when purchasing, a household must adhere to the list of items made and must be framed with the financial allocation set. Finally, after all the planned expenses are released, the efforts taking method needs to be done to reveal the effectiveness of the expenses made. In conclusion, household financial planning is important in any situations, especially in the face of catastrophic events such as the spread of the COVID-19 epidemic. Good financial planning practice among households are expected to stabilize the family economy, maintain harmonization in the market, and most importantly, can prevent households from facing financial deficits problems.
Oh, that is great to hear that. I think not just a father is facing with these problems, but a housewife also need to think wise before they spend their money to buy some necessity. What I can say that in here is making a better choice to your family so that all of us would not very affected by these problems. So, we have come to the end of our discussions. I would like to thank everyone who made this meeting possible, and I thank to our panels for their presentation. What I can conclude that COVID-19 become worse day by day. Try to avoid from crowded places and take care of your health. Practice like wash, wear and warm, and do not forget to keep social distancing. Try to avoid like close conversation with others. That's all from me, and once again, thank you for coming.